afternoon, my darlings. Welcome to new vlog. It's Friday afternoon and I've just hit that time of the day where my brain is no longer really engaging with anything laptop wise, so I wanted to continue doing something productive, but that doesn't require too much brain power. So what I want to do this afternoon is to finally go through my winter coats with you, and I thought I would film it. And I was just thinking, has anyone else noticed that the last few winters have not really been that cold? I haven't really been thinking, oh, I really need that super warm wrap coat or that really warm wool coat. I don't know, I feel like we're not getting the mega cold that we used to, or maybe I'm just immune to it. I'm not sure. Has anyone else noticed that, or is it just me? Just taken my hair out of heatless curls and it is very, very curly indeed. So this will definitely drop out as we try the coats on. I also wanted to shout out 2 beauty products that I just applied. I had very, very minimal makeup on this morning after the gym, and then just before turning the camera on, I thought I'm just gonna add a little bit of colour to my complexion, and these 2 products alone just made so much difference. So first of all, sorry, it's a bit grubby, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Bronzer in Radiant Bronze Light. It's the one that is marbled like this. And then just to give my cheeks a little bit of colour, but not too pinky, I popped on the Laura Mercier Bronze Colour Infusion in number 10. And I used mostly this side, but I just felt that it really, you know, when you need something that just brings a bit of life and a bit of glow and health to your complexion. So if you want a little pick-me-up, then those 2, that was a really good combo. I've just been working from home today, so the outfit of the day is very, very relaxed. Nice v-neck cashmere knit, and these trousers are just incredible. They're from a brand called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 do a lot of kind of fitness clothing. They do leggings, but they do, I would say, smart, elevated loungewear just so well. And these, they are basically legging material, like they're so stretchy and comfortable, and yet because they've got the pleats and the buckles and you can put a belt with them, they also feel like smartish workwear trousers. So on those days when, so for example today I've been at my laptop just working, but we also had a meeting here at the house, so I did want to be a little bit smarter. They are just bloomin' perfect. At the moment I'm just wearing them with trainers, but you could also wear with slippers or whatever, and the fact that you can wear with a belt, I feel just really elevates them. So this is the base outfit. I might show you a few other of my elevated loungewear outfits as we go as well, in between steaming the coats, because any coats that I decide I am going to keep, I'll be putting them in my fashion fridge, which basically steam cleans things. It saves you having to go to a dry cleaner. We worked with LG a few years ago on their, what do they call it? The styler, I think they call it, the LG styler. I call it my fashion fridge because it looks like a fridge. Yeah, so I will put coats that I'm going to be keeping in the fashion fridge to steam clean them, freshen them up. Anyway, let's get started. Please bear in mind, these coats have actually been in a plastic bag. Those big IKEA Ziploc bags, they've been in a plastic bag since probably March last year, so they might not be in the absolute best nick. So first of all, this is a coat from last year from Fairfax and Favour. I think I may have worn this in the Vlogmas intro video, possibly. And I feel like it needs a roll neck. I just love a wrap coat. They truly, to me, feel like a dressing gown. It feels like a robe. This one has got a really big lapel and beautiful, almost cross-stitch detail, and really big pockets. I always think that this little diamond is what gives it the hint that it is Fairfax and Favour. A nice length as well. With all of these, by the way, please let me know your thoughts. Keep or return, but for me this one is just a classic, really beautifully made. I love the silhouette, love that it's got the beautiful lining. So yeah, I would say this first one is most definitely a keeper. Okay, this is a coat that I get so excited to wear. It's probably my most smart coat. It is of course Holland Cooper. They will probably bring out a version of this year, I'm sure. This one is so special because it's an ivory wool with rose gold pinky thread running through it to create the check, the Holland Cooper buttons. You've got the lovely, very smart cuff detail. Oh, it's just such a beautiful classic trench coat. I find them so flattering. They are so well made. I think if you want to make an investment, obviously these are a premium price point, but Holland Cooper trench coats, my goodness, the quality, the warmth, the material, and they're just classic. You know, there is nothing particularly trendy about this. It's just an absolute classic. So yeah, I don't even know why. I tried it on just to film it, but there was never any shadow of a doubt in my mind that I would keep this one. I've got a few Holland Cooper trench coats. I plan on keeping each and every one of them, of course, but I'd love to know of them which is your favourite. So let me try on one that is the same silhouette, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but a completely different look and a completely different fabric to this one. So the next one, oh, this always reminds me of a trip that we took to Scotland one year, because that's when I first wore this coat. So it is, it's a tweed material, dark brown. I would say probably for the Cotswolds this is the most appropriate. I don't love the material on the collar. If I could change anything about it, I would actually change that. It just feels like a slightly unnecessary design detail, and I wish it was just the same. In fact, if we were to like close it, I think it looks better without that detail there. But the most stunning, would you call that tweed? I don't really know. It's not really tweed. Well, I guess it is if you look really closely. And the belt, you can either do a tie or you can do up the buckle. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. Again, such beautiful quality, timeless, perfect for, now I've got it in my mind, like winter church services and cozy bonfire nights, things like that. I mean, look at it, it's so gorgeous. Again, they probably do have a similar version to the, in fact, is it the one called the greatcoat? But I think the greatcoat isn't double-breasted if I'm right, but I will leave the most similar version to this year's. Yeah, see, if I just wear it closed or like done all the way up, then you don't see the collar. And to be honest, on a cold day I would wear it done up. Well, I don't need to do it now because we know that it's a keeper. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, but my favourite one, must be in another bag because I haven't found it yet, is my green tartan one, and that one I cannot wait to wear. Okay, I've got 3 coats here that are definite keepers, so I'm going to go and put these in my fashion fridge next door, and I think I will change my base outfit because I want to show you at the same time, now they've got a little bit of sunshine, a few more, because I'm sure lots of us are still working from home, or you know, when you get home you want to put on something comfy but still look quite polished and put together. Well, that's what some of my favourite pieces from a recent Halara order do, so I will try on a few more of those as we wait for the coats to clean. Okay, it may not look as though I've got changed at all, but I have got a different pair of trousers on. These are the trousers that I was wearing a second ago, and I just wanted to show you, not to prove that I have got changed, but just to show you the very subtle difference in colour. So these are more of a chestnut brown, whereas these are more of a English breakfast tea is the colour. Ooh, let me know down below, do you prefer your tea like this or like this? Because I know that that is a topic of hot controversy, and I don't want to be cancelled for saying that I prefer my tea like this. A little bit darker than this. This is a mild English breakfast builder's brew. Anyway, same pair of trousers, different colour. Pockets. Oh, did I even mention that they don't actually have a zip, which is wonderful because it just adds to the comfort of them. So there's the belt loops, as I mentioned, there's the pleats, which really smarten them up. They're just a straight up and down. I've now got them on with slippers, I had them on with trainers earlier, and I love that they are just an elasticated waistband. They're essentially joggers. Joggers that look like smart workwear trousers. I'm pretty sure they had these in loads of colours. I'll leave a little diagram down here of all the colours that they had. I think they had a burgundy. And I feel like if you're quite a cool, like, East London dresser, imagine wearing these in like navy or burgundy with your cool trainers and your cool little suede bomber jacket, and yet you're ridiculously comfortable. I just feel like it's a hack. Like, why would anyone wear anything uncomfortable when trousers like this exist? I know I am raving about them, but you know when you find something and you're like, my wardrobe was not complete before I had this? Halara have very kindly given us a 20% discount code, which is so generous. I believe it's 20 Josie 20. If I've got that right or wrong, whatever it is, I'll pop it on the screen here, and these and the other pieces that I'll show you shortly throughout the vlog, I'll leave them all linked down below. But so as I was putting my coats in the fashion fridge, what was in the fashion fridge but my favourite? Of course it was in the fashion fridge. This would have been probably the last coat that I wore. Haven't properly worn a coat this autumn-winter season, autumn-winter 2025. Oh my gosh, I used to work at Mulberry when we were planning our spring-summer 2012 fashion show. Can that be right? Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm older than I think. Yes, this is my favourite coat. This and the next coat that I will try on for you are my two favourite coats of all time. I leave this one tied in a knot at the back. I'm pretty sure someone at the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 boutique actually tied that or fastened it. Let me show you. They've basically reverse fastened the buckle. So it's the buckle is done up, but at the back doubled up so that you still get to see the lovely outfit underneath. It's got like a champagne gold lining. With 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, because a lot of these are made bespoke, like for example, I don't actually know if I'm allowed to share this information, but obviously Kate Middleton has got quite a bit from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and I don't think I'm allowed to tell you what change she requests, but there's just one very subtle request that she often makes with these pieces. But you will, if I can find any photos of her in one of the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 coats, then I'll pop it on the screen here. But if it's good enough for our darling Princess Catherine, future Queenie, then it's most definitely good enough for me, and I love this one. It's gorgeous. So not even a shadow of a question that will be kept, and it doesn't need to go in the fashion fridge because I just took it out of the fridge. The new ones, I think I've got a chain for the hook, but yeah, what I was going to say is that if you see a fabric or a pattern, you can actually get them made bespoke. I don't think it's actually that much more than getting one from the boutique or straight from the website. So if there's like a contact or something to do that, I'll leave that down below, but otherwise I will leave this year's version of this coat. This is probably 4 years old, I think, but I just love it. I love it as much as my camera can't even handle the fabulousness of this one. Anyone that's been around this channel for a little while will be familiar with my, oh no, where is the waist strap? Oh no. Tragedy! Oh dear. I hope I can find that. It does have a waist belt, which annoyingly is not attached. So I have to get into a habit of when I take the coat off, I keep hold of it in one hand and I like pull it through the sleeve. I'm hoping it's just going to be in the bottom of one of the bags, but this is my fabulous, I call it my priest coat. It's actually from Dior. I got it at Bicester Village. I paid still a heck of a lot of money. I paid, I think, £1,100 for this. Pretty sure it originally retailed for around the £7,000 mark. So although I paid a lot of money for this, it retailed for a lot more, and it was only 1 season old when I got it. That doesn't bother me, or I don't really care about that too much at all, because as we're seeing with all of these coats, oh lovely, there's a tissue from last year. Should really learn to empty my pockets. Yeah. When you buy really great quality pieces for your wardrobe, whether it's, you know, a pair of just like perfect trousers or a fabulous coat, you just keep them. And if you buy well, then you end up just buying less year after year, unless you work in social media and just have so many things you want to show people. But yeah, it's just an absolute classic, gorgeous. I'm not sure how well you can see, but it's light pink. It's got like a cape detail at the back, which adds to the kind of biblical vibe of it. Hopefully the robe tie is somewhere. I'll go and have a little look for it now. But yeah, this is probably, alongside the Holland Cooper one, my most worn coat. Definitely is the last couple of years. Whenever I wear it, people will literally have nearly run themselves over running across the street to ask me where this is from before, or just to say, like, people have stopped me so many times in the street saying, I love your coat, because it is, the camera's not really showing it to its like absolute best ability, but it's like a boucle, and just the drape of it, especially when you've got the belt, and it's just so elegant. It really is a gorgeous, gorgeous coat. Not very helpful that you probably can't buy it anywhere. I'll have a look online, see if I can find anything remotely similar. But yes, oh, just love it. So that is going into the fashion fridge. Okay, now we've got one of the first coats that I don't know 100% if I will keep, so this is where I really need your words of advice. This is a beautiful coat. It's from a gorgeous brand called Santini, but it's a very smart coat, and thanks to the detail, I mean, the details are simply divine. It's got the no, there's no way I can get rid of this. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. You've got the fluffy faux fur on the sleeves. Look at the detail on the buttons, pearly buttons. When I have a really special event to go to, this is the coat that I wear, especially, you know, like Harrow services, when you know you're going to be seen in your outerwear. It's just gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I was just thinking, oh, it's not, well, it is lined really, because it's so thick. I think my reservation was that it's quite youthful. But is it sad to get rid of something just because it's youthful? I think it is, isn't it? And the colour of it, I think, is so flattering. Like, it almost reflects the light back to your face, and like, I feel like it's making my skin look better. I don't know, it's just, yeah. I thought I was like maybe debating parting ways with it, but having now just tried it on, no way, it is definitely a keeper. So sticking with this beautiful brand, Santini, I know Freddie is a huge fan of them as well. Let me show you, I think I've got one or two others from this brand. So that's going in the fridge pile. The next one, and this is so lovely to wear on snow days when we've been skiing in the past, and then, you know, sometimes you're just nipping down the mountain for your dinner and you don't want to wear a ski jacket, you want something really fabulous, or if you're going ice skating, I think this is the coat that I normally wear when I'm ice skating. It's pretty much the exact same, but white, and it's gorgeous, and I'm definitely keeping this one even now, just remembering that it's my ice skating coat. Isn't it just lovely? A little bit different. You just don't find things like this on the high street, which is why brands like Santini are just so, so lovely. Right, we've got 3 for the fridge, which means it's also time for an outfit change. Okie dokie, I have changed my trousers once again. So this pair, let me give you first of all a close-up so that we can see what we're discussing. Oh my gosh, aren't they just fabulous? And yes, you guessed it, they are also some of the Halara kind of athleisure, I believe is the term. So these are called the Aura Cloud, or Aura cord trouser. So as you might be able to guess from the name, they are like a cord fabric, super breathable, 2-way stretch, so ridiculously comfortable. These do have a zip, but you still have the belt buckle loops, which means you can add obviously a belt, which I always think smartens up a style. These ones have got a slight, sorry, socks and slippers, a slight tapering, so they're a little bit more tapered down at the bottom. Just absolutely, again, elevating your loungewear or comfortable wear. You know, if you're popping to the shops, popping out to do the school run, you know, you might end up going on a walk with your friends after Pilates, but you need a proper outfit. This is just perfection. And because they're breathable, you can just, like, I've worn these for probably 4 days in a row, and they still just somehow feel fresh. Yeah, I just love them. They are also so ridiculously soft. I I feel like we just discovered such a gem here, and I can't be the only one that like really needs this particular category in my wardrobe. Just like elevated, comfortable clothing that I can wear on days when I'm working from home but still want to look fabulous. So great news, I found the cord of the Dior coat, thank goodness. Look at that beautiful material. Does it need cleaning? No, that's good. Right, this is a coat. Let me just check it is the right one that I think it is. I think it's Club Monaco. And every year I debate getting rid of this one, so I think this year I will part ways with it, but watch me try it on now and fall in love. Speaking of the under outfit, I love an all light coloured winter outfit. I think it's so chic. By the way, I just love the trouser pockets too. I think that if you have similar colouring to me, or actually if you've got a really dark lovely skin colour, then actually any skin colour I think, or hair colour, looks amazing in light fabric. I think everyone looks better when they have like a radiant face, and I think that light colours kind of bounce onto your complexion and just make it so flattering. This with a really gorgeous chunky scarf as well. So lovely. But do I need this coat? I feel like on days when I would wear this, I'd probably just wear my Dior coat. So with that in mind, this is the first one that I am going to lovingly say farewell to. I'm so sorry. You are lovely, you've served me well, but I simply don't require your services anymore. Possibly, ooh, a biro fell out of the pocket. I must have been taking notes the last time I wore this. I think I'm over this style of coat, but is it such a classic that in a few years time I'll be like, oh, where's that really fluffy brown teddy coat? Because teddy coats do keep coming back in fashion, and maybe actually like Christmas Eve carols at Soho Farmhouse. It's hard because we've not had really cold weather yet, so I can't get in the mindset of like wanting super snuggly things. So maybe it would be premature to get rid of this one, because it is, I mean, yeah, as I said, teddy coats come back in fashion maybe every 5 years. They may not be in fashion right now, but they are undeniably cozy, and I do love a robe style closure, so I think I will keep this one. I think I would probably regret not keeping this one. But then there's this, and if you've watched my coat collection or coat getting rid of videos before, you might remember this coat. Brings back good memories because I got this when I used to work at Reiss many moons ago, and it's obviously it's from Reiss. Brown check. I wore this to some of my very early forays into London Fashion Week, so I think I'm holding on to this purely for the memories, and I think this is the year I need to let it go. But then it doesn't take up that much room, and it is quite smart. Like if I ever need a smart coat. I'm going to wait for your opinions on this, so please leave a comment down below. Let's call it the Reiss check coat. Do I keep or do I get rid? It is, you know, what if I one day decide to go back and work in the city? You need a nice smart coat. I just don't need smart coats where I live right now and with what I do right now. It's a real tough one, but I think every year I keep it because I do have the memories attached to it. And it is a lovely coat. I love that it's brown and not like a black check. It's beautifully made, nice lining. I don't know, I'm gonna wait for your opinions on that one. And then the question is, how many teddy coats does one need? Because this is another chocolate brown teddy coat. This one is LK Bennett, and it's a different silhouette, but if I want a teddy coat, will I not just wear my stand studio one? I have to say, I love the fact that my two teddy coats are really good quality ones, because I have had a few from more affordable brands on the high street before, and they're just not the same. I would say if and when teddy coats come back in fashion again, it is worth saving and investing if it is possible, because having a really soft teddy coat does make, in my opinion, a big difference. Because yeah, just the softness, the way that the fur looks, I think it's worth just stopping and waiting until you can afford a really good one. Don't think I need them both. I love the colour of this one, but I don't love the silhouette as much. I don't love, or do I? Oh, it's so hard because I have got too many coats. It is ridiculous that we're probably 20 minutes into this video, aren't we? And I've just shown you coats. Wow, I'm hot in here. I'm gonna have to stop and go outside, I think, in a minute. Beautiful, oh, it's nice, isn't it? Is it? Do I need this? I mean, it is cozy. What if I want to wear a teddy coat, but I want something smarter than the wrap style? I don't know what to do. I don't know. Help me. I don't know. I really don't know. Please, again, give me your opinions on this one, because it's just so lovely, and I do worry they don't make things like they used to, you know? So maybe this is one that I should just keep hold of because the quality is so divine. Okay, I've just eaten a couple of my seed bomb energy balls, so I hope I don't have seeds in my teeth. I probably do. Another change of trousers, another situation where it's actually the same pair but different colour. Very similar, at least. These are the cord trousers from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 in now a brown. What would we call this? This would be a really strong coffee. Ooh, I want a coffee. It's too late in the day. I love them in the brown. I think that they kind of lean into the like farmery trend. Like, I can imagine actual farmers wearing these trousers, but I've worn them many a times before when gardening, when it's one of those days where I'm kind of like half in the house getting work done, half gardening, and I'm actually going to head out into the garden in a second, so we'll wrap this up. But again, pockets. I've worn it this time without a belt. Sometimes when I'm just at home by myself working, or with just Charlie in the office, I don't wear a belt, woo, just because it's more comfortable. And it's got a really nice wooden button detail. You've got the loops in case you do want to jazz it up with a belt. And again, it's just like a tapered leg. And sorry, yes, I am still just wearing, it looks very dorky when I show you down the bottom because I'm wearing my UGG slippers again. Just gorgeous. Perfect pairs of trousers for lounging around at home. So if you are looking to add to your home wardrobe or your athleisure, or even if you have a job where you can get away with wearing something as casual as these into work, then I feel like they're just perfect because of how comfy they are. So yeah, all of these lovely bits will be linked down below along with my discount code. I've also got some more activewear from the brand that I will show you tomorrow when I do my reformer Pilates in the gym. But let's finish things off quickly. I say finish, this is probably half my coat collection, which is a little bit embarrassing. I have got far too many coats, it's ridiculous, but as you've seen from my emotional roller coaster, I am finding it very hard to part ways with any of them, and I know that I will treat myself to one or two more this year. Anyway, so these two I think I will actually part ways with. This is what I call my duvet coat, and oh, again, I'm now thinking like those bitterly cold days. But do we have many of them anymore? I don't know if we really do. It's just so comfortable though. It's very practical. If you're going... Did I keep the brown one for Pilates? I think I did. Yeah, and it takes up so much room. It's just a marshmallow. It's a giant marshmallow coat. It's from Reiss a couple of years ago. I mean, it is the warmest thing ever, and if you ever go to like an outdoor sound healing, it's literally like you've got a duvet with you. Do you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll keep it this winter, and if I don't wear it, all of these coats, I'm going to do the coat hanger trick, where you put everything in your wardrobe the wrong way round, and then when you wear something, you put it that way round, because then at the end of the season, anything that's still this way around, you know you haven't worn it, so then you can get rid. I'm going to do that trick with all of these coats. So I'm going to give you one more year. The thing that I'm thinking is I've got the lovely Holland Cooper one size coats, you know, the dry robe style. And I just think that times when I would have worn this, now I just prefer my Holland Cooper one, especially because it's fluffy on the inside. But is it as warm as this? Because this is literally like a duvet. So TBC. This one I feel like it's just kind of an in the middle piece. It is lovely. I love the colour, but do you know what? This is a nice autumn jacket when it's not, I'm not going to get rid of this either, after thinking I was going to get rid of the last two. It's a nice autumn jacket when, not jacket, coat, when you know you need something, but you don't need the full warmth and thickness of like a full big coat, because again, it's like a robe. You've got nice deep pockets, lovely for layering. It's just that extra layer, but without the bulk. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one as well. I'm gonna keep this one as well. And then I've always shown my Reese Lawson coat every time I do a coat collection video. And I know I won't be getting rid of it, so I'm not even going to bother trying it on. It's an absolute classic. So there we go. That is a huge chunk of my coat collection. I hope you enjoyed that little overview. I feel like it's a semi-good job done. I mean, I've got rid of 1.5 coats, the half being the brown check one I'm not too sure about, so not that successful. But it's also good to kind of remind yourself what you have in your wardrobe so that you don't end up buying duplicates. Josie, talking to myself not to buy duplicates. What earrings did I put in today? Oh, Monica Vanilla. And then I've got my 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 rings on. Anyway, still sunny. I'm going to spend half an hour or so just pottering around in the garden, pulling up things that are dying now that we've had a few chilly mornings. Oh, let me just quickly change my top, because gardening in white cashmere is not clever. Okay, I am now in my Friday afternoon chill outfit. This is head to toe Halara, as you might have been able to guess. So the top is just the most soft and comfortable material. It's quite a swoop neckline, and I just love, there's something quite like anxiety reducing about having thumb holes. I don't know, it just reminds me of cozy clothing, so I love a thumb hole. And the trousers are the Halara, they're called the Flex Micro Waffle, because of this very, very clever fabric. I'll show you up close. You can see it's kind of waffly. It's actually 4-way stretch, moisture wicking, sweat absorbing, and wrinkle resistant. So for those times when I want to just scrunch up in a ball on the sofa with my laptop on my lap, I won't be doing that. I will be relaxing if I go on the sofa later, but you know, if you're just chilling, they're not going to crease and look really scruffy when you stand up. If you go for a dog walk, the sweat wickingness is really, really good. And it's just, again, a chilled at-home outfit that also is elevated. So there we go. That's the outfit for the rest of the day. Elasticated waistband, pockets, pleat detail to elevate it a little bit. Super cozy. Okay, I will need a gilet because it's still chilly outside, but yeah, let's go and see what jobs need doing in the garden. Okay, I've realised it's 10 to 5. I've realised it's too late in the day. Oh, I didn't realise it was quite so batwing. Too late in the day to start gardening because it's probably going to get dark in an hour. So I'm going to take the boys for a walk in a second whenever I find out where Charlie is. I don't know where he's gone, because I think he might want to come with us, but it's a beautiful evening, so I definitely want to take the boys for a walk. But while we wait for Charlie to reappear, just put one of my ice cubes of the lemon ginger pulp that I showed you at the beginning of the last vlog in a teapot. Oh, and sometimes that just satisfies you enough. Like I said earlier, I was desperate for a coffee. That is enough. And it's pretty gingery, so still helping me to not get poorly, not get the cold that Charlie's had. He's still not feeling 100%. I think I've known him to be ill for such a long period of time before. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly open some post. Oh, this is exciting. So I think I got served this as an ad on Instagram maybe only yesterday. Yeah, it arrived really quickly. It's a brand called 𝑭𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅, and I first heard about 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒅. Do you remember when Mum and I went to an outdoor sound healing and book reading with Kathy, what is her second name, that wrote the book Rough Patch, and Chloe and Kathy had collaborated with 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒅 to provide drinks, and I think they're called like nootropic drinks, where they have lots of benefits, no artificial sugars or anything, kind of like good for you soft drinks. And I didn't realize that they also make coffee. So this came up on my Instagram. Maybe it was an ad, maybe it was just from one of their stories. And some of the more kind of like biohacky people that I follow online, they talk about you've got to find mold-free coffee, you've got to find organic coffee. I didn't know coffee was moldy, but hey ho. This is organic coffee and it literally said mold free, which sounds good. It's rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, and I'm sure it gave some flavor notes. I'm sure it said like coffee, nutty, yeah. Ooh, a coffee, let me tell you about what it says on the back. A coffee that's not only full of flavor and depth, but is pure and clean from start to finish. 𝑭𝒂𝒂 coffee is rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, which not only boost your overall health, but reduces the jitter effect that some people experience when drinking caffeine. Enjoy 2 cups a day as part of your balanced diet. Cool, so there we go. I'll pop these in our machine tomorrow morning and I'll let you know. I've not put any fake tan on lately, and I feel like I've still got a little bit of colour. I think it's, did I put tan on? Last thing I put on actually was Garnier Summer Body, like gradual tan, but that was weeks ago. But I think it's just kind of lasted quite well, which I'm very happy about. 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒅. I don't remember ordering anything from 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒅. And I don't remember talking to anyone there to give them my address. This is a mystery. What? That's so random. Ah, I wonder, so this says it's a collaboration on the label here, 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒅 x Oliver's Travels. So I wonder if, because you know when we went to Norfolk, that cottage was booked through Oliver's Travels. I wonder if it's like a guest gift or something. But these are really, really good. Great, especially if you're like, if you need to take a towel in your gym bag, or if you're going wild swimming. Yes, oh my gosh, that's literally what it is. It's a gift from booking a cottage through Oliver's Travels. That is so sweet. How cute. Yeah, if you go wild swimming, you need to take a towel. So there we go, they're teeny weeny, but they're super absorbent. So handy. That is so kind. Nice one, Oliver's Travels. Nice one. Top of the morning. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 𝑴𝒆. I don't know why we've gone Irish. Ooh, stripe and stare. Knickers. We've got a delivery of knickers. I used to spend a small fortune on hanky-panky underwear, and then I realised it was a waste of money. Yes, I'm going to show you my knickers. Sometimes one just wants comfortable underwear. It doesn't get much more comfortable than stripe and stare. I love the aubergine colour, and it's got like a light lilac bit on the top. I find them fairly seam-free. They do specific seam-free ones. They're very eco as well. There's no plastic. Made from trees. Cloud soft tensile, renewably extracted from non-protected regenerated forests. Jolly good. So I got that pattern. I got, lol, showing you my knickers. High-waisted 𝑭𝒂𝒂𝒅, full-on purple. You know, when you just want to wear large knickers. We all have those days. But did I also get a sexy thong? No, I did not get anything sexy. Sorry, Charlie, but you're ill anyway, so... Lovely. New knickers in autumnal colours. Okay, what's this? The Rock. The Rock. What have I ordered from somewhere called The Rock? The Rock. Don't know what this is. Cause my mama told me it's alright. You've been dancing through my life and it strikes. This is a real mystery. What have I ordered? Ah, this is a PR gift. Wolf x Liberty. So Wolf do the most beautiful jewellery boxes, absolutely stunning, amazing gifts, and they have collaborated with Liberty. Wow, you even get like an authenticity card. That is how bougie this jewellery box is, that it even comes with an authenticity card. So they've collaborated with Liberty, who obviously do the most beautiful prints. Absolutely gorgeous. This would make for such a lovely Christmas gift for someone that has beautiful jewellery, maybe takes it on holiday with them or work trips. Oh, it's the same colour as my knickers. So it's like, oh, that is just divine. Also really good for your gym bag. It's like a folio. Oh, how absolutely gorgeous. It's a little folio to organise your jewellery. So you can unclip this and pop your rings on it. And put your earrings here. Lovely suede zippy compartment for anything that's a little bit more valuable. And then we've got that Liberty pattern on the inside. You can hang your necklaces from this section here and pop your bits and bobs in there. And then when you're all done, you can just zip it up. So how beautiful, thank you. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 Liberty, that is gonna keep me very organized. And you know what, you could just put your room card key in it and take it out with you as your evening clutch. How gorgeous, I love this, almost looks a little bit geranium-y. Is it a geranium? Possibly. Beautiful, and a lovely, lovely colour. Is that everything? Oh, one more package from Honeylove. This might be an underwear themed clip. And correction, this is a non-sexy underwear. I feel like we've spoken about coats and we've spoken about athleisure. So no one was expecting this to be sexy. Well, I hope you weren't, because you will be bitterly disappointed. It's a t-shirt bra. It is one that just provides a little bit of support and shape under your knitwear, just smooths out all the lines, it's crease free, it's like a little crop top. It's not sexy, it doesn't need to be sexy, no one's gonna see it, but it's perfect for just when you need a bit of support and you want to be seam free. Like I was thinking about my Lily Silk and my And Other Stories knitted t-shirts that are quite form-fitting, and all of my bras at the moment, they leave lines, and I wanted something that wouldn't leave lines. So there we go. If you want something ultra sexy but lovely quality, seam free, just to provide a little bit of support and shape, I'll leave those linked down below. It's a brand called Honeylove. So there we go. What a varied unboxing that was. His Lordship has appeared, so we'll find out if he wants to go on a 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆, and then we'll hit the fields. They're off. Come on then. Come on then. Bye. Is that mine? Hello my darlings, good afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon now. It's been one of those mornings where I planned on getting so much done. I wrote out a full to-do list of things that I wanted to achieve this morning. Jobs in the garden, jobs in the house, and I've done only half of one of the things on my to-do list. It's been one of those weather days where it just kind of saps your energy, like low, heavy, grey clouds, which is a shame. I did do a Peloton, so at least got a little bit of movement in, and I took off the old gel from my toes. Ready to give myself a pedicure in a couple of days. We've just been out for a walk, and now we're gonna put some of these Heat to Eat 𝑭𝒐𝑖𝑛𝑒 Yum buns from M&S in the 𝑭𝒂𝒑. I don't think we should look at the ingredients, I think we should just enjoy them. They look delicious. They're like these little mini buns with a cinnamon icing over the top. And then in a few moments, I'm actually heading to Soho Farmhouse. Rory texted me yesterday. His husband is in LA for work at the moment. So he thought we could have a nice day together at Soho Farmhouse. And We're gonna go for a walk, grab a coffee, and then we've got an hour of sound healing, which I've never done at Farmhouse before, so that should be lovely. I've got a feeling that these are literally just bread rolls with a little bit of cinnamon frosting on, but let's see. I'm gonna pop them in the Argo for a few minutes. I forgot to take any video clips of my leggings that I wore during my reformer this morning, but they were basically the aubergine colour version of these, and these are another pair of bottoms from Halara. I do love the kind of, okay, what kind of coffee is this? It's more of a hot chocolate kind of colour, and they're just really, really flattering. They've got all the sculpting details you'd want. Excuse my very dorky little socks. I just have these on with my walking boots, and I like the fact that you've got a pocket here, which is great if you want to pop your phone in. Quite sculpting on the booty, but I think I'm actually going to swap back into one of the pairs I tried on with you yesterday for sound healing. They're super high-waisted as well, which is lovely. Yeah, I just like wearing a looser fit for sound healing, so I'm going to get changed into one of the pairs that I wore yesterday, but I think I'll keep this knit on. It's another nice little cashmere knit, because you're lying still for over an hour. I think this one might actually be a 90-minute one. You just want to make sure you're nice and cozy. Okay, quick change of trousers and we're ready to hit the road. I did grab my M&S Cinnayums from the Arga before running out the door. I've already eaten one. This is the last little bite, and they're pretty tasty. They don't taste like a cinnamon bun, I have to say. Ooh, who's coming into our driveway? They are like a very plumptious bread roll, just with cinnamon icing on them. And I don't mind that at all. It gives me hope that I would actually be able to make something like this myself at home, because notoriously I've not been very good at making cinnamon buns, but I think I will give it another try, maybe in the next vlog. Anyway, next stop, catching up with Rory at Soho Farmhouse. Let's go. Again, my darlings, I put my hair in a heatless colour just for the drive home and for half an hour at home, so it's been in for an hour, and we've got mega ringlets again. I think I'm starting to get the hack of just the few products that you can put in your hair. So this was the aloe vera mousse from Rawa that I put in my handbag, and I thought I actually did plan to do this, knowing that my hair was just a little bit puffy. Anyway, very, very boring hair chat. What a lovely few hours at Soho Farmhouse with Rory. We went for a walk before and after the sound healing. It was 90 minutes of sound healing, so we wanted to just move our bodies before and afterwards, and it was really lovely walking around. Had a matcha, Rory had a coffee, and we just had lots to catch up on. Obviously you can't catch up during sound healing, and yeah, it was a really, really gorgeous afternoon. And the sound healing was very, very, very relaxing. It was a lady named Charlotte, who I'm sure I have done sound healing with before, but I couldn't quite place where exactly, but I know that I've met Charlotte before, not too sure. Anyway, I know this vlog started with some fashion, and it's gonna end with some fashion too, because I have got an order from Abercrombie, and I'm not gonna lie, this order arrived 2 weeks ago and I'm still yet to try everything on, but I need to decide whether I'm keeping or returning everything. And whenever I do this, I like to do it with you guys and get your opinions. So the top that I'm wearing is actually Reiss, not Abercrombie, but the jeans are Abercrombie. And do I need another pair of jeans? No, but these were super highly rated, and they are their 90s. I think they call them the mom style jeans, and they've got a little bit of an unusual detail where they've got a slit down here at the bottom, so you can see a little bit of your footwear. Obviously I've got my 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 boots on with the chunky block heel and the pointed toe. These are little ankle boots, sock effect. I mean, I've spoken about these 12 million times before. They really are just my go-to boots. I love them so much. They're so comfortable. The jeans are quite a classic, quite a bright blue wash and a nice amount of high-waistedness. But are they special and unique enough for me to keep them? I'm not sure. I don't know. I like them, but it's interesting to know what you guys think, because I still feel very new to the world of jeans, but I popped them on anyway, and I have got a few really lovely cozy knit bits to try on with them. Up next, I have just popped on this knitted t-shirt. As I always say, I just love a knitted t-shirt, especially this time of year, especially if wherever you work, maybe it's a little bit warmer. In the office, you would hope it's not as cold as it is outside, but you still want to be leaning into that more, I guess, autumnal, what's the word I'm looking for, aesthetic. So the fact that it's knitted gives it autumn vibes, and obviously the colour. And yet the fact that it is a t-shirt means it's more comfortable for work. For me here in the office at home, this is like the perfect thing to wear as an everyday piece, but also with some high-waisted, like the trousers I showed you yesterday, with all of those, it just kind of elevates a casual outfit, I would say. So I love this. I think the trousers look really nice belted as well, so I love these pieces together. I think it's a really, really classic look and a nice colour for the knitted tee as well. I think with cream high-waisted jeans this could also look lovely, and I have to say this is ridiculously soft. So of all the pieces, I'm 50-50 on the trousers, but definitely keeping the knitted top. We've got another classic here, a chunky cable knit. This is quite a loose weave knit. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's quite holy. And therefore I would say if you live somewhere a little bit warmer, or if, again, wherever you are going to be is a bit warmer, maybe you're in a warm building or by an open fire, you're not going to overheat in this because there's quite a lot of airflow, which I think is nice if you love the look of cozy knits, but maybe you just find that you get too hot in them. But if you want to be warmer, you could obviously just pop a thermal on underneath this. Yeah, really, really like it. Tucked into jeans, just a classic autumn outfit, isn't it? A cozy cable knit and jeans tucked in with a nice belt. You just can't go wrong. It's a little bit of a no-brainer. So I have already worn this out and about before, and the labels are off, so this is most definitely a keeper, because it's just so easy. It's one of those things that as soon as you see it in your wardrobe, you're like, yeah, I know that's comfy, I know that's just gonna keep me nice and cozy for the day. Okay, we need to talk about the marketing of sausage dogs, because as a sausage mother, anything with a sausage dog on it, I feel I am legally obliged to purchase. How do I stop this? Because as much as I love my children, and obviously the shape of them is ridiculous, they are the most ridiculous creatures in the entire world, and I love them and I love everything they stand for, I really do not have to buy everything that has got a sausage dog on it, do I? But this is a really, really cozy knit. The sausage is wearing a cozy knit, and it's just that easy, breezy material. Do you know the material I mean? That's like, oh, it's just so soft and it's gonna wash well. I like the fact that the sausage is wearing a slightly burgundy jumper. I kind of wish I had one like this as well. So I think for afternoons at home, again with just like my super comfy trousers that I showed you yesterday, that kind of vibe, it does feel just, it would feel illegal for me to return this, wouldn't it? I think it would be. It's just so cute, and I don't need any more sausage dog jumpers, but this one just feels perfect. Feel like I need to be booking myself a ticket to Wyoming. Oh my gosh, that would be my dream trip. I feel like this time of year would be so perfect, wouldn't it? Who is it? Tessa Barton, who has the Tessa app. She's just been on a press trip, although awfully I couldn't actually tell you who the brand was. I think it was a clothing brand. I'm pretty sure they were in Wyoming, and it just, oh, the aesthetic, the vibes, absolute perfection. And yeah, that would be my dream trip to go on right now. So that's where I would wear a knit like this. And I was just thinking, I wonder if people who have horses feel the same way about clothing with horses on as I feel about clothing with sausage dogs on, that they are obliged to get them, I don't know. But I love this cardigan. I actually love it a lot more on than I liked it on the hanger. It's grown on me. So yeah, this is the final piece. Zip up cardi, just makes it super easy to wear, and I really like how it looks with the jeans as well. Definitely would feel very at home in a western town. Anyway, that's everything. Please help me out, let me know what you think I should keep, what I should get rid of, and I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. We're gonna have a super chill evening. I've already seen that Charlie has got some curries out of the freezer. I feel like we've been eating a lot of freezer curry lately. I have no complaints about that. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you've had a really lovely week so far. We are, wow, we're like beyond the middle of October now, and I feel like it's September and October that are the months for the like cozy content, and then November, oh, it starts to get a bit festive, does it? I don't know. I've said this before, but my birthday is at the end of November, and when I was younger, it's the 24th of November. When I was younger, my birthday was just not Christmas. Like, it was not festive around my birthday. Was I just not aware of it? I think it's marketing. I think it's people like me, but also more so retailers. Obviously, they want you buying festive, whether the festivity is Easter or Halloween or Christmas. They want to extend their period of time within which you buy those things, so they bring it forward and forward and forward and forward. Like I said last week, I was in M&S Food and they already had the Christmas stuff in there, and I bought some. I bought the Christmas stuffing. Probably eat that with our Sunday roast tomorrow. But yeah, it just does feel that like by November, thinking as a content creator here, by November, people are over the cozy content and they want the next thing. So anyway, the point I was getting to is, if there is any cozy content that, or like autumnal content that you really would like to see from here in the Cotswolds that I've not shared with you yet, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'll squeeze it in. We've got limited videos left in October, and I'd love to make sure I share everything that you guys want to see. Do have a little look, by the way, check you are subscribed. And you know, a few times recently I've said, oh, I was watching Fleur or M or Laura Burns, and I realised, oh my gosh, why was I not subscribed? I realised it's because when we got hacked, YouTube actually had to create me a whole new YouTube channel, and they basically transferred all of the data over from my old channel onto the new channel. And as a result, I actually wasn't subscribed to anybody. So if you're a YouTuber and you think it's terribly rude that I'm not subscribed to you, just let me know, because I probably was subscribed to you, but everything got reset when we had to go into action plan of recovering from the hack. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, so I'm going to bid you farewell. But my point was, do check that you're subscribed. That means a lot to me, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.